Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel. It's Natalie and I'm here to do your weekly reading for April 28th, 2019. All right, let's jump right into it. Knocking on my deck to clear the energy out, and let's see what the message is for you this week, Taurus. We're heading into May, so we have birthdays for you. And yeah, you're having your birthday season upon us now. We're going to be having Mars going into Cancer mid-month around. That's going to be a lot of like baby making energy. So I'm sure lots of you are starting families and, you know, doing all the fun stuff, spring bloom. But let's see what this week is before we jump too far ahead of ourselves. Okay, we've got our first card. And that would be Temperance. So sobriety is on the mind and on the agenda for a lot of you. This Saturday, May 4th, there is that new moon in Taurus in your sign. And for a lot of you, you've had a little bit of difficulty achieving a balance, either between your mind and your heart, or even a chemical physiological balance in your system. And so for lots of Taurans, I'm thinking this is sobriety. This is a chemical balance. So maybe a lot of you are even having a chemical imbalance, you know, in the brain or whatever. And this is going to signal a time coming up and through May and, you know, moving on and moving forward where you're going to enjoy the benefits of balance. So well done you, Taurus. And let's see what else we've got going on. So this week, there's that balance being achieved or sought out, or there's progress made in achieving or seeking out that balancing feeling. And that's going to feel good. That's going to feel really good. So well done you. Very nice energy, Taurus. Oh, okay. 9 of Cups. So yeah, you're feeling very self-satisfied. You're feeling very happy with yourself. There's something that's going really well for you. It could be a relationship. It could be work. It could be career. It could be with your family. It could be all of those things. But I'm thinking with this Temperance card, I think you feel really good about a decision to remain, or a decision to take better care of yourself and to achieve a better equilibrium. Like I said, we are in your birthday season, so you're probably just feeling really great about where you are in life and where you're going and enjoying the good things. So well done you, Taurus. Let's see what the next message is for Taurus this week. Okay. That came out. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands and the Star. So yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be very amorous this week, and it's going to be good. It's going to be really great because you've got the Star card, and she is complete inspiration. So there is someone or something that is probably inspiring you to be your best self. And you know, this isn't strictly sobriety. This is also achieving a state of complete balance. I mean, everything, like in all areas of your life, all forms of your body, everything. So it looks like you could be inspired greatly by someone or something or some dream of yours. And it's something that you're really excited to go towards and that you're seeking out and that you have a great energy and fire for. Okay, Taurus, that's good. That's great. You're having a great week. Oh my gosh. A lot of artistic energy coming through with that card too, with the Star card. So if you're a musician or in a band. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands, which is a spark, Taurus. This is a message being communicated. This is a transmission. This is, you know, a mover and a shaker, little baby mover and shaker, okay? My God, I've been seeing the King of Wands like all day today. He must have a crush on me. So the King of Wands is the big mover and the shaker. He is the charismatic king. He is someone who, this is the family man. This is the man that wants children or has children. You know, people go to him for help. And he likes the attention of, you know, he goes to work all day and then he comes home and he's like the king of the castle and he has his whole family. It's more than just having food ready on the table. This is having the attention of his family and having the attention of the people that he cares about. And that's the kind of center of attention he's looking for. He's not necessarily, even though he might be the mover and the shaker in the world, maybe he owns his own business, maybe he is an entrepreneur, maybe he started, work long ago and now he's at the top of the game or whatever. But it's more about just other people enjoying his personality and seeing that reflected in them when, people laugh at his jokes and people, go to his parties and go to his house and, he gets to show off his wife and his children. It's that kind of attention that he's after. And we have the World card. So wow, Taurus, congratulations. You're ending a major cycle and you're beginning a whole different cycle. A lot of you, this could be fertility. This could be babies on the brain. It could be absolute inspiration to start your own family. The King of Wands is the family man. So if you're a Taurus without children and without land and without property and without a husband or a wife, that's definitely something that's on your brain. And it's definitely something that you're going to achieve, so May might be the month where you get going on that objective of yours. And every Taurus, I feel like, whether you're male or female, I'm actually getting both energies here. So it's either or and it's both. I have the feminine energy reflected here in the World and in the Star card. And then I also have really strong male energy here with the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So that's telling me, Taurus, that that the male and feminine Taurian energies are really, really cohesive and copacetic. So whether you're a female Taurus or a male Taurus, it doesn't really matter, because if you're a Taurus, it's Taurus. It's Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. And you're looking to, if you're female Taurus, you're looking for, the husband and the masculine. And if you're male Taurus, you're looking for the feminine and the inspirational. And you're both looking to extend your genetic material. I really think so. And I think this Temperance card is about this week really being happy with where you are right now and happy with where you're going. And I think this week might be a spark. There might be inspiration. There might be, the actual act and the planting of the seed, so to speak. So it looks like a good week ahead. Let's just pull, a couple of more cards to see and get any kind of further detail or clarification on this. Okay. Okay. We have the Three of Swords. So there's heartbreak. But what is that now? Why, where? We had such a great reading so far. So what is this coming up? What does this have to do with? Someone's been hurt in the past, or someone's going through some pain right now. And if we have already been in this reading where we are moving forward, we're excited, we have a partner, or we're looking to have a partner, or, there's definite endings of a cycle. And I think it might be connected to this World card. I think a cycle is ending that has to do with heartbreak from the past. And I'm thinking, just because we move forward in life and maybe we start new relationships with new people, and because we make commitments to new people and new times and new situations, and life is life moves forward, it doesn't mean that we don't remember the past. It doesn't mean that the past is gone forever. It doesn't mean that we don't still think of people. So I'm thinking that some of you Taurans and Tauruses, I think you're moving forward, but you're not forgetting everything that you've learned up until now. And I think this heartbreak, this is part of a cycle that's ending for you. And as you go into your birthday month, you need to assess all the lessons that you've learned in love and in life and apply it to your new beginnings, so that you don't repeat those mistakes, and so that you don't get caught up or downtrodden, or in any kind of old cycles. You need to carry a little bit of this. Hopefully you've turned your emotional pain into wisdom, and you're not hurting like it's a fresh pain. Hopefully you can just remember what it was and remember everything that you've gained from that experience, so that you're able to move forward in your new cycle and in your new family making activities, and that you're not being held back by anything from the past. and that you're only learning from the past and using everything that you've learned to, build your future on, so that you're building your future on something substantial. Let's get any kind of clarification on that Three of Sword cards, anything that we might need to know or learn from this Three of Sword card for the Taurus for this week. It could also be you thinking, Taurus, about someone from your past this week, or a past heartbreak. Oh my. Okay, so you also have the Judgment card. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying, actually. So this week, you are closing out your accounts. You are moving past your past. But in order to do that, it looks like you're going to look for some closure, or it looks like you're going to at least make a judgment call on the past. I think you're going to look back in the past heartache, in the past pain, and the failures of your romantic past, and you're going to hear something about audible. You're going to hear a song on the radio, or someone's voice is going to come through to you, or you're going to have a dream where you hear someone's voice from your past, and that's going to affect you. And that's going to, these people, these dead people, are rising from their coffins because they've heard the trumpet sound, and then they rise up and they ascend and they go up for their final judgment. And they're called to it, though. It's not that they just popped off the lids and they just started going up. They heard the sound first. They heard the trumpet first, and then they were able to ascend. So there's a sound calling you. There's a sound, there's a voice, there's a song, there's, music. There's something that is calling you to remember your past pain and remember it in a context and in a perspective, hopefully, that is fruitful to you. And that's why I'm here to help guide you. Please look at this as a learning experience and a really valuable experience. Make a correct judgment on it so that you can move forward and really leave it in the past where it belongs. Okay, Taurus? And it looks like you're doing that this week. I really feel like, oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, Taurus. Some of you, not all of you, not every Taurus that's watching this video is going to be caught between going to an ex. But some of you are. Some of you are looking at the past with maybe rose-colored glasses, maybe reality, who knows. You're looking at, okay, so this card, the Lover's card, it's a soulmate. Okay, it's the love of all loves. Okay. It's also choice. It's also the choice between sacred love and profane love. It's also a choice between two people. Okay? So if we have already been in the mood of the past and thinking about the past pain, and we're already saying that we're going to make a judgment call, what do you think I'm going to say about this next card? Taurus, it looks like you're going to make a judgment of what to do about this. It looks like you're thinking about, should I go back to my ex and say, now that I think about it, it really was my fault, or I'm sorry, or whatever it is. This pain is undeniable, and there are casualties on both sides of the war, so no one is completely saintly and perfect. You know that, I know that, they know that, we all know that. However, I was thinking that you would make the judgment call and then move on, because you have the first 7 cards that we pulled were all like ready for the future, ready to make babies, ready to, marry or take a next step with someone, sobriety, balance, spark, world card. And then now we're in a whole different ballgame now. Now the whole context has shifted because of these 3 cards. Some of you are, if you're engaged, maybe you are about to marry someone and now you're thinking about an ex non-stop. And you can't get them out of your head, and you have unfinished business with them, and you have dreams about them, and you are like thinking about it, and you're wondering What should I do? Should I marry this person? Oh my God, what if I go back to my ex, maybe they'll take me back. I don't know if I don't try. I would never know if I don't ask. Okay, some of you are doing that whole thing. Be careful. Be careful with that. Be very careful with that. And for some of you, if you were heartbroken in the past, you have to wonder, why? Are they still, maybe they're still the kind of person that would hurt you now. Maybe it's not good to go back. I can't tell you, I cannot tell you that decision. That is for you to make. We're high vibing, okay? My people, my tribe that are watching my videos, and the Artegan people, we are all high vibrating people. We all have our own frequency. So if you're a Taurus watching this, you're definitely someone that's going to make a decision that will align with that vibrational frequency, because you're someone that wants to evolve and your soul wants it. Your soul wants to grow. So all I can tell you is that either way, you have a great future ahead of you. You have great plans. You have great resources. You have great support and inspiration. And whatever choice that you make, Taurus, make the choice that will align with that higher vibration. Make the choice that is best for you personally. And a lot of you are going to be nervous about hurting someone else. That could be the person that you're with right now, that you leave to go back to an ex. It could even be the ex that you go to, and it does, maybe your offer or your conversation, your closure, whatever that is, doesn't land the right way, and it ends up dredging up. Let's get some more information. Okay, so there's obviously a choice that you're about to make, that you're thinking about this week. Oh Lord, the drama, the drama. Okay, sorry, I know it's not like drama, but it's a little bit dramatic. It's a little. Ooh. Okay, so this is generosity. You might be asking for forgiveness, or you might be giving someone forgiveness. This could be giving someone the benefit of the doubt. You might be going to an ex this week, and you might be asking for help. You might be asking for closure and forgiveness. You might be receiving their compassion, or you might be giving compassion. But I'm thinking if you're going back, if you're making a judgment call, you might be going back to even offer something to them. You might be going back saying, hey, I'm so sorry how things happened. Please accept something from me, and it might be your way of keeping some little contact with them. I don't know, but it might be. Let's see how this all plays out this week. Let's get a couple more cards out, Taurus. Let's see how this lands. Tricky stuff you've got going on, Taurus. Don't want to just move forward. You could. Oh my God. Okay. This is not making anything easier. I'm so sorry. I'm supposed to clarify things for you, Taurus. But the cards are the cards, and this is the Ace of Cups. This is the holy grail of relationships. There's someone in the past, in your romantic past, that you viewed as, like, at least at one time, they were the perfect person. They were the perfect guy. They were the perfect girl. And you just saw them as the holy grail of love. Soulmate love. And for some of you, it was the truth. For some of you, you did mess it up, or it messed up. Maybe they messed it up, I don't know, but things didn't work out with a soulmate in the past. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. They were a soulmate, and I don't know if there's any going back. Life is life, and your birthday just passed, or it's coming up, and you're starting a new cycle. And maybe part of this whole thing is you reconciling it and just being okay with it. There's money. Just because someone's a soulmate doesn't mean that they're the only soulmate. Okay, there's multiple soulmates, and not every soulmate that you meet is someone you're supposed to stay with. There's a lot of missed ships, the ships passing in the night in our lives, multiple lives, okay, karmic relationship. So I'm sorry to say it, but this was a soulmate in your past. And it doesn't mean that you won't see them again, Taurus. It doesn't mean that you'll never love them or that they'll never love you again. It just means that it's the past. It just means that you had your time with them, and that's that. You know, you need to make a call. You need to make a judgment call on it, and you need to have your closure. And you need to do that because you need the balance. You really need to cultivate the balance within yourself. This was the first card that we pulled for you. The first message from the cosmos and the universe, from me to you, is balance and chemical balance, and, you know, some sobriety of the soul, and some spirituality, and some real, you know, higher knowledge and subconscious wisdom and subconscious knowledge. Okay, so even though on the outside you've been self-satisfied, you're being inspired by something on a subconscious level. And that subconscious level is pushing you to complete a cycle. You're being called upon to complete a cycle, a karmic cycle. Why am I saying it like that? Okay, so I'm sorry, it's painful. I'm sorry, Taurus. It's painful. It's painful to look back. It's painful to remember deep pains, but you've got to make your own judgment call on it. You have to come to a decision about it, and you're going to. Either you're going to do it or the cosmos will do it for you, and it will happen. It'll happen. Like, this is a card that's not, judgment is judgment. So if you don't do it, someone else will. It'll happen to you, and that'll be that. So this is something that you need to really think about. If you go back to them, make sure you have something in your hands, because it's just not a good idea to go back without some sort of reason or some sort of, you know, it might not land the right way. It might be misconstrued. It might not be taken in the way that it is intended in your communication. But this person absolutely was a soulmate of yours, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I said, it doesn't mean you won't see them again. But it looks like you're moving forward. You've been moving forward already. And if you had any questions about this person from your past and this choice that you have to make in the future, only you can make that choice, Taurus. Only you know what's best for yourself. I'm going to say that either way, you're going to be okay. I see the World and the Star card in your future. I see the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands in your future. And this is a spark. This is a communication. So you can either put your energy and effort into the new person, into the new man, or into the new woman, if it's the new woman that's inspiring you, or you might put the spark into a past soulmate. You might reach out and communicate to this past soulmate. Okay? I think whatever's going on now or in your future with a new person is a pretty good thing. I think I see you, like I said, you're self-satisfied and you're okay. It's like you can do it. You can be with who you're with now, and it's not, you know, a bad match, a bad whatever. It's just this subconscious images and this subconscious, you know, replaying of your past that's haunting you a little bit, and it's probably something you need closure on. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so if Taurus were to reach out to the past looking for closure, I just don't think it's going to end well. But, I mean, I'm sure if you're 24 minutes into this video watching, you want to know how it's going to land. So let's just ask the cards. If Taurus reaches out to a past soulmate, how's it going to go? Okay, let's just, now I'm nervous. Great. Oh, God. Oh. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. That's my personal opinion. You can totally go ahead and do it. It's free will. Knock yourself out. Let me know how it goes in the comments. However, I would work this out in private. I would lick my wounds in private. I would come to my own judgment call and move forward. Some of you will go back to the ex. You will communicate with them with enthusiasm and fire and charisma and, sincerity, with a gift, with an apology, with pleading, because you know they're a soulmate and you're going off of the past love that was there. It was true love. It really was true love, Taurus. And that's the part that's not that. But how's it going to go? Actually, maybe you should do it, because this is the death. This is the real death. This is the nail in the coffin. This is no going back. This is ultimate transformation. Things will never be the way that they used to be ever again. So if you go back to the ex, and if you communicate with them, if you send that text, that email, make that phone call, DM, whatever it is, it will result in the closure that you need to move on truly. So if that's what you need, you're going to make this decision. You are going to make the judgment call. You're going to make the judgment call, Taurus, whether you need to do this or not. Sorry. Someone texted me. You're going to make the judgment call if you're going to do this. But just know, you're hearing it from me. You're hearing it from me. That if you do this, if you reach out to your ex, whatever happens, the communication, the conversation that ensues will lead you to a real finality, a real final ending. I mean, it'll be done. It'll be dead. It'll be gone. And you will feel it. You will feel the transformation has taken place. You will feel the closure. You will feel the doneness. You will feel that whatever last little bit that was, it's gonna move on. It's good. Like you will probably feel more confident in being able to move on and move forward with this other person, with this new person, the right now person. So you have to what you have to decide is how much this will bother you, how much this past heartache that you've been, and you're gonna think about it this week, Taurus. You're gonna think about it this week and really look at yourself. So instead of saying, I'm angry, I'm sad. No, you're not. You're a Taurus. You're a person. You're a human being that experiences anger, that experiences sadness. Do not identify with these feelings. You are not a feeling. You are not anger incarnate. You are not sadness incarnate. You are a sentient being experiencing emotions, and they rise and they fall and they flow and they pass. Okay? It's not stagnant. It's not like you'll stay this way forever. You're a Taurus, so you might actually, I'm just kidding. But, feelings will change. It could be a passing thing. It could not be. I don't know. But this week, observe your own feelings, Taurus, and that will help you decide whether it's worth it to even reach out to your ex. You should be able to tell based on how you feel this week whether you need to do that or not. You should be able to tell and look at your feelings and say, okay, I know I feel this way, but it's gonna pass, and I know that I'll feel differently after this event, that event. Time will move forward. Life is life. The other events will take place, and I'll feel different, and I'll shake this off. I'll reach my judgment on my own, on the heartbreak, and I can move on. And some of you will be, nope, I know I have to talk to them. I know I have to talk to them. I don't care how bad it is. I don't care what they say. I have to talk to them one last time. I have to hear their voice. I have to get their attention on something. I have to, and I can't move forward until I do it. I just know it. It's going to be one of those two. I'm sorry, it's just going to be one of those two. And either way, okay, either way, so if you're able to make the judgment call alone, I would recommend that. I really would. I would move forward with whoever you're with now, It looks like there's a lot of fire and a lot of or activity even, you know. It looks like there's something good. It looks like you got a good thing going. So I would probably just stick with that and not jeopardize, you know, anything with the ex in the past, especially if you were hurt, you know. However, know that it was a soulmate. And know that if and when you do reach out to them, that it will be, it won't, if you're looking to talk to the soulmate, thinking that they're going to come back and then you guys are going to get together and live happily ever after, I'm not thinking that this is what this is. For some of you, it's different, I'm sure, okay? But for this energy, this group, this reading, that's not the case. This soulmate contact that you had with them, that relationship, it's done. Whatever you guys did here in this lifetime, it's already done and it's already over. And things are already, it's already transformed into something else. And you two are no longer, you know, working out that karma anymore. And I think that if you reach out to them, you're going to get further proof of this. And if you need to do that in order to move on, then you need to do that in order to move on. That's part of it. You know, it's part of you wrapping up the loose ends and part of your story and part of moving on truly and really, you know. So if you are part of the group that like absolutely has to reach out to this person in order to move on, I think that would be a fair thing to do to whoever the person that you are with, because it's not fair to be with someone if you're still hung up on someone else, especially if you're still feeling pain for the past, especially now knowing that they were a soulmate or that you really thought they were a soulmate. Even that feeling, you know, you're getting the confirmation from me right now because you're watching this tarot video. But you know, it's not fair to someone that you're dating now or that you're with, married to, having kids with, going to have kids with, if you're still hung up on someone from the past. So if you really feel that deep down, then I would say do it. I would say do it. And then you can really feel it for yourself and get the closure that you need, you know, transform. It will lead to a transformation, and that's what the soul might need to grow and to really grow through it. So there will be two different sides and two different types of Tauruses and Taurians that will be dealing with this ex situation with this past soulmate. Okay, so I hope that this has helped you. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. I wish you all of the best, and I want you to win. I want your soul to evolve and grow and, you know, blossom, absolutely blossom. So have a happy birthday, and we will do a May reading within the week to see how it goes overall for the month of May. All right, thank you for watching, Taurus. Take care. Goodbye.